Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup look is the teal and gold makeup look. It is a get ready with me, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to prime my eyelids using the Master Prime in 410, I believe. It's a great product. I think you guys should use it, especially if you have oily eyelids. Next, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to take the color Foxy, and I'm going to use that to put all over my eyelids as a base. And I'm going to take the fluffy side of the double-ended brush from the Naked Smoky palette and just swipe it on all over. This will ensure that one, the base is nice and smooth, and two, when we start putting in the colors, it will be blended nicely. Next, I'm going to take the two colors Naked 2 and Faint together and use that as a transition shade between the eyelid and the upper part of your crease. You can also use the same brush that we used earlier. It doesn't matter if you get a new one or not, it's just easier for me because less things to clean. Next, I'm going to take the Morphe Brushes palette into the palette number 35D, and I'm going to take the brush MAC 217, and I'm going to dip into this black color, which I obviously forgot to show a clip of. And you want to dip it into the outer corner of your eye and slowly build it up into the crease as well. Eventually, you're going to want to put this all over the lid. This will help the next eyeshadows later on to make sure that they are much more brighter and more vibrant. And you just want to continue putting it on, blend it out with different brushes and putting it on. This brush I'm using is the Morphe, I believe, E23. It's great for blending because of that big fluffy end of the brush. As you can see that it is being blended out, and then you want to continue putting it back on. And then I'm also using the same brush that we used earlier with the transition shades. All you have to do is just put on, pack it on, blend it all out, and then continue to cycle up until where you like the density and depth of the colors. Next, I'm taking this flat shader brush and a setting spray. This one is a D-Slick from Urban Decay. You want to spray your brush and make sure that's all wet. And I'm going to take that teal color from the palette, and you want to put that all over your lid. You don't want to go higher than your crease if you can. What it does is that it's going to give that metallic look to your eyelids, and you want to try to make sure that the inner corner is somewhat bare, but overall all over your eyelids will be covered with this teal color. And you just want to continue blending it all out using the same black color and the transition shade, using those two different brushes. As you can see, I'm still coughing and I'm still sick. I probably sound like it over this voiceover that I'm doing. And you just want to continue doing it onto the other lid, making sure that you pack it on using the same D-Slick setting spray or any other spray, making sure the brush is wet, and then continue blending it all out. Continue to cycle. You already all know how it goes. As they say, if you're not sure, blend it. It will look great in the end. Then I'm going to take this brown color from the palette. I originally wanted to do a cool tone, but I was like, maybe I should just go back to a more warm tone color on my lids. I'm just so used to it. I know it's so bad. I should just get out of my comfort zone. But yeah, this brush that I'm using is from the BH Cosmetics. It is a small brush. It does have an angle to it. And I'm just going to use that to put it right above the transition shade, but right below where the brow bone is. So that way we can leave room for highlighting. Then I'm going to take my MAC, I think that's MAC angled eyeliner brush in number 266 and the L'Oreal gel liner in number 171 black, and you want to line your eyelids, and if you prefer, go ahead and wing it as well. As you can tell, for me this is a lot of concentration that is needed, and I gotta tell you, I hate winging my liner. It's just so frustrating for me for some reason, but you know, it is what it is. If it frustrates you, just keep practicing. I don't like it either, but you know what? It will make any look so much better. And if it looks a little wonky, not a problem. Just put on some falsies and it will hide all your imperfections. I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you. It works. Then I'm going to take the Salon Perfect eyelashes. I think these are the Perfectly Glamorous one, and using my Revlon lash adhesive in dark and using some tweezers and putting them on. These lashes, I'm surprised they actually fit pretty well. I didn't have to trim them down or anything. I actually like these. These actually work well with the shape of my eyelids. I think Salon Perfect is actually another good brand to use besides Ardell and Kiss from the drugstore line. So I did my foundation and concealer and some baking off camera. It just saves some time. So now I'm just going to take off all that bakage that's on there. And I prefer baking. It makes my life easier because I don't want creasing, as nobody does. Baking will help you not crease. I think you guys should try it if you have not done so already. So the primers I've used was obviously the CoverGirl and POREfessional from Benefit, my usual combo Smashbox BB eye cream and the Maybelline Better Skin, and the Better Skin Superstay foundation. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I totally dropped that. I thought the glass broke. But in the shade number 50 Natural Beige, and my one of my all-time favorites now is the Master Fix Maybelline line. It is a translucent setting powder. You'll probably see it in my January favorites. I'm telling you, it's just bomb.com. Then I use my Mally Beauty pomade as well as my brow drama from Maybelline as my mascara. Then I'm going to take my Foxy color from the Urban Decay palette and use it as my brow bone highlight. You can use whatever brush that you have available. Then I'm going to take the Master Contour palette in medium to deep and I'm going to bronze up my face because, well, I just look pretty much dead without it. So you want to make sure you want to become alive again, making sure there's some color in there. And I'm going to take a fluffy big brush. It's quite similar to the one from MAC. I got this from Nordstrom Rack. I don't know what's it called. It's some brand. I don't know. But I love it. Why pay for much when this one works? And as my usual, MAC Warm Soul Blush. You guys have seen me use it in multiple tutorials. I don't think I would ever let it go. It is one of my holy grail products. And you just want to put that all over your cheeks as per usual. Then you want to take a dual fiber brush, this one's from Sonia Kashuk, and you just want to blend those colors out, making sure that they're all blended together. Then I'm going to go back to that brown shadow and using the other side of that smoky pencil brush, and you want to lightly smoke out the bottom part of your lash line um, because it is already quite heavy on the upper part of your eyes. Then you want to take the color black as seen from the palette and you put it on top of that. Eventually you're going to blend that all out, making sure that it all blends away, making sure there's no harsh lines. As you can see, I'm also using the 217 brush that I've used earlier. Then I'm going to take the Wet n Wild color brass color icon line and a very small detailed brush. I believe this is the Morphe E35. Yeah, I think E35. And you want to put that in your inner bottom corner of your eye. This will give some pop of gold. I think gold and teal looks really pretty together. Then you want to take the eyelash color of your choice and curl both lashes with your falsies together and eventually use your favorite mascara, in this case Miss Manga from L'Oreal, and want to put them all together like PB&J, and don't forget your lash line, give it some love. You don't want to forget those babies. I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer from the Balm as my highlighter on top of my cheeks. And then I realized later on in the end that I forgot to do my inner corner as well. I'm taking the e.l.f. angled brush. I think this is like only like $1 from your local drugstore. Just use it to highlight. As you can see, I'm checking it out, you know, making sure that it's all blended away and making sure it's all popping, as you can tell. Then I'm going to take my Milani number 61 matte naked. It's a pretty nude. I actually really like this. I'm surprised it's quite moisturizing as not most mattes would be. And then, as you can see, as I said earlier, I forgot to do my inner corner as per usual. Sad, isn't it? Then I'm going to take the Urban Decay Glide On 24/7 eye pencil in color Gold Mine. It's a pretty gold. And I'm going to put that on my waterline. And use your favorite setting spray. Just make sure that everything is locked in and ready to go. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you have not so already. If you have any requests, please do leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys do recreate this. Do send me a tweet, an Instagram photo with the hashtag altameetsBEAUTY, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!